What do you understand by the term lymphoma? What do you think lymphoma can be? It's not a new term, right? You would have heard the term lymphoma before also. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So, what do you think lymphoma is? What does the word tell you? Not necessarily always, okay, fine, kind of, yes. So, basically, it is a neoplastic disorder involving what? As she said, lymph nodes. And it can also be extranodal, right? Wherever there are lymphoid aggregates. Where are lymphoid aggregates present in the body? Where else can lymphomas arise from? Any part of gut? GIT? Yes or no? Yes, right. Okay, so who is going to tell me which part of intestine has lymphoid aggregates? Everybody has read histology, anatomy, physiology. So lymphomas, so basically lymphoid aggregates are present in so many places, right? It is of course present in the lymph nodes, that is the commonest. Other than that also it's present in the intestines. So one of the neoplasms, okay, malignant neoplasms of the intestine is lymphoma. Okay, right. So this lymphoma, where does this arise from? Basically, which cell? What cells are there? Yeah, what all? B cells, T cells, NK cells. Okay. So B cells, T cells and NK cells. So based on this, we have WHO has now uh, divided this hematolymphoid disorders, right? So they have divided this into B cells and T cells and NK cell types. Also, it's very important, you have to go through it. Okay, even if you cannot remember every subtype, at least you should know the basic, the most important ones. Okay, right. Now, very commonly, what is the common kind of, like classification that we make of lymphoma? Always, whenever they ask you to write in the exam, you're going to write that only. Hodgkin and non-Hodgkin. Okay. So now, what is the cell of origin of Hodgkin? As I said, it's going to be B cell, T cell, or NK cell derived, right? So Hodgkin is B cell. It's basically B cell, derived from B cell. Okay, and you have a very particular kind of cell in Hodgkin. Yes. What is the full form? Reed-Sternberg cell. Yes, very good, very good. So, how does a typical Reed-Sternberg cell look? Is it a large cell, small cell? What? Large cell, right. And what about the nucleus? How many nuclei? Yes, what is that called if I... Okay, right, owli, binucleate, right, binucleate. And what else is there? Why are we calling it owli? Something else is there in the nucleus, right? Prominent, prominent cherry-dead nucleoli, right? Okay, so this is your Reed-Sternberg cell. But this is the classical kind of Reed-Sternberg cell. Other than this also, there are, so basically, RS cells, typical finding of Hodgkin, right, Hodgkin. Background, what do you see? In the background, these are all Reed-Sternberg cells. When you see in the microscope, you're going to see a field where there'll be these large cells sitting, and in the background, what do you see? Again, basically, Hodgkin also you can divide into two main subtypes, right? Classical and what is that called? Who will tell me what is NLPHL? Okay, let's not go into all those details. First, we'll go through the introduction first. Okay, so in the background, what cells are there? In the background, there can be lymphocytes. Okay, it can be mixed cellularity. So you will find eosinophils, very important. You will find lymphocytes, eosinophils all together. Okay, and what else? So basically, this is Hodgkin. Now coming to non-Hodgkin. What is non-Hodgkin? Everything else is non-Hodgkin, where you do not find an RS cell, okay? Any B cell, T cell, NK cell, they are all non-Hodgkin lymphoma, okay? So, any example of non-Hodgkin? Non-Hodgkin is an umbrella term, no? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, also another thing that is very important is origin of the lymphomas. Which site of the lymph node? Like she said, mantle cell lymphoma, mantle zone, right? So that is also very important. Now, last class, all of you were not there when I took last class in AML. That was a practical class, right? I had told you about immunohistochemistry and immunophenotyping, CD markers. Yes, okay, CD markers. So, when we talk about, now coming back to Hodgkin, when we talk about classical Hodgkin, what are the markers that are typically positive? This is very important. You CD15 and CD15 and CD30. Very good. Okay, and what is usually negative? Which is positive in NLPHL, the one that is not classical. So CD15 and 30 positive in classical and 20 and 45 negative. The opposite is going to happen in NLPHL, right? The non-classical variant. CD 20 and 45 will be positive, 15 and 30 will be negative, right? So this is your Hodgkin lymphoma and non-Hodgkin. Can you give some other examples of non-Hodgkin? Has anybody heard of small cell? Which small cell lymphoma? Okay. ALCL, has anybody heard of? ALCL? Anaplastic large cell lymphoma? Next class, when ma'am comes for the class, you're going to tell ma'am the definition of ALCL, which is also important. And you will also tell ma'am the cell of origin of ALCL. Okay. What about DLBCL? Okay, so when it comes to non-Hodgkin, how are you going to remember it? You are going to talk about the cell of origin only. Okay, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, then B cell lymphomas, T cell lymphomas, NK cell origin, that is how you are going to describe, okay?